The easiest way to answer number 29 is just to know the speed formula. So this is not given in the reference chart at the beginning of the section. It's also not a formula that I tend to associate with math. I think of it more as a physics formula. And a lot of times the SAT is actually going to give you that formula and describe it for you, but they don't do it here for whatever reason. So hopefully you know this. But the easiest way to get this is to know that speed is equal to distance divided by time. And that kind of makes sense, right? Because if we think of speed, for example, a speed might be in miles per hour. Well, miles is a distance and hours is a time, and miles per hour suggests division. So if we do this, then this is actually really easy. We can just say, all right, well, we're given the distance, s inches, which is 16 t root t, which is weird. And then in t seconds, that's the time. So divided by t should give us the speed, which is what they're asking for, right? The average speed of the car. So this is just simple, like algebra. If we have a t on the top and a t on the bottom, those two things can go away. So cross the t's out, and we're left with the speed is equal to 16 radical t over 1, or just 16 radical t, which is choice B. That's by far the easiest way to get it. But if you weren't sure, you should notice that this question involves some variables that we never need to solve for, so we could use arithmetize here if we wanted to, and pick numbers for our variables. So it's weird, we want to pick numbers that kind of like make the math a little easy. So we have to say that t is equal to something like 4, so that when we try to find s, 16 times 4 times radical 4, we don't have to deal with a weird radical. So radical 4 is just 2, and 4 times 2 is 8. 16 times 8 is 128. And so when it asks for the average speed, okay, well, we traveled a distance of 128 inches in 4 seconds. So 128 inches divided by 4 seconds gets us 32 inches per second. And then choice B, 16 times radical 4, since t is 4, gives us the same thing. That's 16 times 2, which is 32. I don't know that arithmetize really helps here. It might make it a little easier to picture the situation and figure out that we need to do the division. But if you don't know that speed is a division problem, I don't know that you would get this. So the best thing to do in this case is really just to memorize this formula, that the speed is equal to the distance over the time. And if you've ever driven at any speed before, you know that the units of speed are a distance per time. So it makes a logical sense that that would be the formula. So add that one to your repertoire of formulas to remember.